let's say a wave is going from a thin string to a thick string. So we can assume that the speed of the wave here is c2, this is c1, two different media. What happens when a wave goes from one medium to another medium? Whatever I am saying for a string, you can even think for a gases. Suppose this was two boxes, this was hydrogen and this was oxygen, wave goes from hydrogen to oxygen, same thing. So just put a box around it so that you don't think it is only for transverse wave, it is both for transverse as well as longitudinal wave. Now thin or thick है, इसमें कौन सा ज़्यादा बड़ा होगा? Speed. Root d by mu. इसका ये mu ज़्यादा है, उसका speed कम होगा. So in this case here C1 is greater than C2. कोई ना कोई बड़ा होगा, कोई छोटा होगा. फिलहाल यहाँ पे C1 greater than C2 है. Now let us take an incident wave going like this. This is the wave. So I can say the incident wave equal to A sine omega t minus kx. Can I say like that?
Yes.
Now here, when a wave goes from one medium to another medium, the frequency remains same. So omega 1, omega 2 will be same, I'll call it omega, but the lambda won't be same, because if both are same, how will the speed be different? So the wavelength is different. So here I would call it k1, not k. Omega t I am not changing. Now this wave goes, some of it will be transmitted, some of it will be reflected. So the reflected wave, what is the amplitude? Well, that's what I want to find out. I do not know. AR sine omega t plus k1x. Right? We are actually on to that idea of why does the phase change happen. So right now I do not know what phase change is. Let's pretend that. I did tell you that you should take a phase change whenever you reflect from a denser medium, etc. That's the idea we are trying to discover now. Okay. Now this is k1x because the wave is going to, reflected wave is going to come back here. This is the reflected wave. And there will be a transmitted wave. The transmitted wave yt, let's cut amplitude at sine omega t minus k2x. Is it okay? The medium has changed, the wavelength has changed, therefore k is 2 pi by lambda. Lambda has changed, so k has changed. So this is the incident wave, reflected wave, transmitted wave. We are trying to find what is AR and what is AT in terms of A. What do I multiply A with to get AR? What do I multiply A with to get AT? That is what is called as reflection and transmission coefficients. So we will find out what is this. So the first thing, the wave goes here. Now in the wave, whatever is, let us take the interface as x equal to 0. So the wave function will be continuous at x equal to 0. Wave function is continuous at x equal to 0. Because if it was not continuous, if it had two different values, the left and the right, the rope won't be same, it will break. ये राइट साइड से देखें तो y equal to 5, लेफ्ट साइड से देखें तो y equal to 2, मतलब बीच में गैप है मतलब रस्सी टूट गई. So that doesn't happen. If the wave is going, this point will have the same coordinate whether you see from the left side or from the right side. Now that is called, continuity in mathematics is called left hand limit equal to right hand limit. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of the function from the left side? So at x equal to 0, left hand limit equals right hand limit. On the left side, the value of the function is incident value plus reflected value. On the left you have the incident wave and the reflected wave, you have a superposition of both. So the left side is not incident value, it is the incident plus reflected, the joint value. The right side value is only the transmitted value. Both at x equal to 0 will be equal. Okay, so now what is the incident plus reflected? If you put x equal to 0, this becomes a sine omega t, this becomes ar sine omega t. The left side will become a sine omega t plus ar sine omega t. The right side will become at sine omega t. Sine omega t is constant everywhere, the same everywhere. So we get a plus ar equal to at. We have got one equation. Is that okay?
Yes.
So take that. So we have written the three equations of incident wave, reflected wave and transmitted wave, and I am saying this point that wave function is continuous x equals 0, left hand limit equals right hand limit. Left hand limit I have found out, right hand limit I have found out. Sin omega t cancels off everywhere and we get that boxed equation, the blue box, A plus AR equal to AT. Now the other point is, look at this section, the interface. Here the rope is like this. The rope is not like this. This is like this and not like this. A rope always gives a force along the string. So here, if the thin rope is pulling the thick rope, this is the force on 2 due to 1. And the thick rope is pulling the thin rope, this is the force on 1 due to 2. Force on 1 due to 2 is negative of force on 2 due to 1. This is called the Newton's third law. And they have to be equal and opposite. Here the third law is being respected. Here, third law is not respected. This is force on 2 due to 1, this is force on 1 due to 2. So here you can see F21 is not negative of F21. So this, sorry. So I'm saying both what it is and what it is not so that you understand I'm making a point here. So if it is like this and not like this, which means this tangent exists. So in mathematical language we say derivative exists at x equal to 0.
Yes.
Or the left hand derivative equals the right hand derivative.
Yes, sir.
This implies the left hand derivative is equal to the right hand derivative. So what is the left hand derivative? Left hand derivative is del by del x of yi plus yr will be del by del x of yt at x equal to 0. Yeah, this whole thing is at x equal to, we're talking about it at x equal to 0. So what is the derivative of the right side? The right side is minus k2 at cos omega t minus k2x. X equal to 0 will become minus k2 at cos omega t. X equal to 0. What about yi plus yr derivative? Yi derivative is minus k1a cos omega t, that's all. This will be plus k1ar cos omega t. Cos omega t gets cancelled everywhere. So you get minus k1a plus k1ar is equal to minus k2a. My second equation. Two equations, two unknowns. Two equations, two unknowns. Can you solve for AR and AT in terms of A? So solve that. Can I just rub this off?
Yes, sir.
Or I can even put it below that. So this is the final box I get. Implies that's the result I get. That AR equal to something something into A and AT equal to something into A. Now that result is called the reflection coefficient. The first bracket is called reflection coefficient, the second bracket is called transmission coefficient. If you evaluate it, denominator will come out as K1 plus K2. Waiting for your answer from the numerator.
Sir, AR equals to 2K1A upon K1 plus K2.
Yeah, that's right. And AT, so that was AT, sorry. Did you say AR or AT? This is AR, AT.
AT.
And
Sorry,
AR,
sir.
AR,
K1 minus K2.
K1 minus K2. That's AR, that's right. So now, all this is called reflection transmission coefficient. These answers are in K. I'd like to keep this answer in C. What is K1 is omega by C1. Omega by K is C, and K2 is omega by C2. Substitute these values and get me what is, once again, what is AR and AT in terms of A. These answers will be in C1 and C2. And for your information, I'll tell you this is C1 plus C2 denominator. Give me the numerator. So you'll substitute this much. Can I rub off the rest of the board? Yeah, how much are you getting this? Huh? This is coming out as C2 minus C1. And how about this? Substitute Varuna. Yes? Are you getting this? This is the reflection coefficient and the transmission coefficient. Now let's see what it means. When a wave goes and hits a wall, you can take the wall as wall, we mean that it doesn't shake at all. That's a wall. It's unshakable. So the speed of the wave in the wall is 0. So the medium in front is 0 and this is C1. So if you put this value here, what will you get? So C2 minus C1, so you put C2 as 0. So what you get is this is equal to minus A. This is what we are saying as phase change of pi. So if this goes like this, so when it comes back, how does it come back? It comes back like that. That's flipping over. That's negative. जो ऊपर है उसका negative हो जाएगा, मतलब नीचे हो जाएगा, मतलब वो पलटी मारेगा. So that is phase change of pi. Yeah, is it justified? And not only this, look at the other case. It need not be a wall. If it is a thin rope, thick rope. This is C2, this is C1, but C1 is greater than C2. So when the wave goes here, it goes like that. So what happens at this point? See the transmitted wave, nothing happens because that cannot become negative. This is, you can't have a negative value here. But what about the reflected wave? If C2 is less than C1, this term becomes negative. So you get a inverted. It may not be minus 1, but it will be some inversion. So I'm just making it smaller than that. So exactly what the amplitude is, that formula will tell you. Well, that's all. This is the second case. So whenever reflection happens from a tensile medium, you undergo a phase change of pi. This is a statement we made right in the beginning. So this is a proof for that statement. This will only happen for reflection. Transmission, it doesn't happen. Reflection at a radar medium, it doesn't happen. If the wave was coming from C2 to C1, then there is no problem. That's it. And 1, 2 here means your first medium is where the incident wave is called 1, the other one is called 2. Okay. So now let us see how to apply it in a. Somebody has a booklet here. Book में exercise 1, question number 9. So let's see a question. I am taking it from your booklet itself. can refer to it later, but I'll just mention it. You'll notice that this is exercise 1, question 9 and 10. That both the ideas will come here. So can you give me the equation, please?
Y equal to 6 mm
Y is
Sine-
equal to 6 mm.
sine 5t plus 40x.
Yeah, okay.
So plus
See,
40x.
here is there is a wave 5t plus 40x. Yes, this is a wave coming in the left direction, as you can see. And it's given that there is a composite string, and this wave is coming from the lighter string. So there is a lighter string here. This string happens to be mu, and this happens to be 4 mu. Am I right? Is it given that way? So, a wave is moving in a composite string from the lighter string to the heavier string. So, lighter string must be here and this is the heavier string because it's going to the left. The question there asks what is the reflected wave, etc. But let us do the whole thing. We'll talk about what is the reflected wave, what is the transmitted wave. How much power is reflected, how much power is transmitted. We'll solve all that. So, let us see what is the reflected wave. The reflected wave will be, this is A. So I don't know what is this, but this is AR sine, and the wave will be going to the right. So the same thing we will write 5t minus 40x. So this is plus means to the left and minus means to the right. This is the reflected wave. What is the transmitted wave? Transmitted wave will be 80. Yeah, can you tell me? Sine what? 5t
plus K2.
5t plus, yes, because this won't be same, it has changed. The direction is same, but then transmitted, we don't know what is the wavelength here, so we'll first figure out the wavelength. How can you figure out the wavelength? Omega is same, omega equal to K1 C1, which is also equal to K2 C2. The frequency is same when a wave goes from one medium to another medium. Is it okay? So can you figure out what is C2? So this will be K1. K1 is what? 40 times. Now this is tied up somewhere. So tension will be same. So tension is T by mu. This is, by the way, this is one. The one in which the wave is coming is 1, 2. So this is mu, and this is K2 root T by 4 mu. So what is K2? So you can make out what is K2. That implies K2 equal to 80. There we have found out K2 is 80. We done that? Now I have to find my AR and AT. Now what is AR? Let us substitute here. What is C1? We already got C1. C1 is root T by mu. What is C2? Root T by 4 mu. Do the same thing for this also. This is 6 mm and that is 4 mm. There you will get the answer. Substitute these values here. Get AR, AT, finish off. Give me your answer, rest tell me. How you found out the reflected wave, transmitted wave? I've shown you the way, get me. So when you got the speed in the two media, incident wave is given, you can find the reflected wave and transmitted wave this way.
So we can apply the K1 formula to it.
You can apply, but stay with this. Yeah, it's the same thing, is it not? AR equal to minus 2. ठीक है ना, ये आ रहा है ना? ये सब गंदा कुछ नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, साफ बहुत अच्छा है, रूट 3 सब कट जाएगा. This is minus 2 mm. Well, that's the answer to your ninth question. You can notice that. And this is just a question of extended. So what is AT? Like that. कितना आ रहा है? My main point is negative is coming here. Look at that. That's all. Reflected wave have a phase change of pi. Minus है इधर minus नहीं आएगा इतना पक्का पता है. So I just want to confirm that. 4 आ रहा है. So I'll say plus 4 to emphasize my point. There is no such phase change when the wave gets transmitted, right? So, are you fine with this? AT, AR, how we have got?
So will it always be true that the magnitude of AR plus the magnitude of AT would be the same?
No, they deliberately don't make up something. जबरदस्ती magnitude, काय का magnitude?
So minus 2 over.
ऐसे थोड़ी है, तुम्हारी उम्र क्या है, मेरी उम्र क्या है, always teacher student में relationship होता है. ऐसे थोड़ी है, can't take from a, you take from general to specific, not from specific to general. एक sample देखा नहीं और आंसर बता दो. अगर अभी sample देखने पर शक होता है कि हो सकता है कोई पैटर्न हो. Yes, the second part of the question, actually that is the 10th question I believe. So, how much power is reflected, how much power is transmitted? Let me talk about the transmitted power. Percentage of power transmitted, which means power incident by power transmitted. What is the formula for power? We have formed out this formula, half mu omega square a square c. This is the power formula we derived earlier. So in this case, this is the transmitted means this side 2 will be half. What is the mu? Mu will stand for 4 mu. Omega is omega square. There is no omega 2, omega 1. So omega is omega square. A square is A transmitted the whole square. And C square is the C2 in this case. Upon half mu omega square A incident square into C1. Well, that's it. Get your answer into 100%. That's the answer. Yeah, like that for reflected also. In reflected, you will get both this C will be the same. So what all got cancelled? Half got cancelled. Omega square got cancelled. ATAI, you have got 80 here. Put the same answer here. So 80 is what? 4 by 6, 2 by 3. This is 2 by 3 the whole square. And C2 by C1 you already know. C2, C1. फिर जरा 100% करो, देखो कितना आता है. Give me the closest integer.
So what was the question saying about PT?
How much power is transmitted? Percentage of power transmitted. भाई यहाँ से energy आ रही है, कितना इसमें जाएगा, कितना उसमें जाएगा. जब बंटवारा होगा तो कितना आगे, कितना पीछे. The sum has to be same. And if you got how much went ahead, 1 minus that will be how much came back. So it's the same answer. So this is the percentage of power transmitted. That's the question. Percentage of power transmitted. So give me the result. So this encompasses all the ideas of reflection and transmission. This question completes it. Is that okay? AR 80 nikala, PR PT nikala. Yeah, so that's it, 89% shall I say. So about 89% is transmitted, which means 11% will be reflected. Are you fine with this? Reflection, transmission, coefficient, that's it. We go to a new topic, beats. So let's assume that two sound waves come to the human ear. So what I've drawn, that is the ear, and two different frequencies, slightly different, F1, F2. For giving you a feel, let me put some number there. Say 198 Hertz are coming to your ear. So what happens at the ear, that's the question. Now this is a wave, but I won't be writing the wave equation because I'm interested in what happens at the ear. If you're looking only at one point in a wave, at one point in a wave is a SHM equation. So we will say y will be equal to y1 plus y2, and we'll assume that y1 is a sine omega 1t, which I'll write as 2 pi f1t, and the other one as a sine 2 pi f2t. Is that okay? So these are the two frequencies, and they are let us say they are about the same amplitude. We'll take the same amplitude, and what happens at the eardrum is this: a superposition is going to happen. So let's write it. What is it? Y is equal to 2a sine C plus sine D, 2 pi f1 plus f2 by 2t cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2t. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now if you see this, these represents two different cycles. This is representing a cycle within a cycle. A cycle within a cycle kind of a motion is what? In a year, you have 365 day and nights, and you also have the seasons during the year. Just now the rainy season has dawned in Mumbai. So earlier we had the summer season, rainy season, some other winter season, like that. The seasonal cycle is also there. Which is the faster cycle, the day and night or the seasons? Day and night, obviously. There are 365 day and nights, and seasons 4, 6, whatever you want to call it. So the seasonal cycle, and which happens first, which happens later? No, they happen same time. Day and night happen during the seasons, or season happen during the day and night, depends on how you want to say it. They are fused together, right? So which is the faster cycle, which is the slower cycle? Day and night is the faster cycle, season slower cycle. So here, which is the slower cycle, which is the faster cycle? This represents the frequency of the cycle. This is f1 plus f2 by 2. This is f1 minus f2 by 2. Sum by 2, difference by 2. So which is faster? This will be faster.
Yes, sir.
This will be slower. If you want to get a number, 100 plus 98 by 2, 99. 100 minus 98 by 2, 1. This is 99, this is 1, so obviously this is much faster than that. Okay? Now what you do is, take the slower cycle in front and rewrite this. Y is equal to 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2t sine. I've not done anything, just written the whole thing the other way around. Right? Now this, how do we draw this? But before drawing it, I'm telling you, this box is called as AM. You've heard of FM? Radio? Yeah, very popular. So what does FM stand for? Frequency modulation. What do you think AM stands for? Yes, amplitude modulation. Amplitude modulation. That's what it is. How do we draw this graph? Mathematically speaking, the way you draw this graph is this way, that y and t if you have. So first of all, draw the amplitude modulation. See, how will this graph, what will be the maximum this graph will go? This sine value will be plus 1. Then this will have the maximum values. And when it is minus 1, it will have the minimum values. So the range will be from the plus 1 of this to minus 1 of this. I am not drawing the graph, I am drawing the envelope. Actually this modulation means envelope. So let me draw this first. How do you draw the cosine graph? Cosine graph starts from the top and goes like that. That's the cosine graph, is that okay? The maximum value is 2a and the minimum value is minus 2a. Also draw the negative of the cosine graph. I am not drawing the graph, I am drawing the tracing line from the graph, the envelope of the graph. I have drawn this both. Plus 2a cos something and minus 2a. Just flip it over, minus 2a cos that thing. Now how do you draw this graph? What you have, the other one is the sine. Make the sine dance inside the envelope. So sine theta, this is the sine graph, but you should go till the envelope. The sine dances inside the envelope. That's the graph. And sine does it more number of times because the sine's frequency is much more. What I have shown is one cycle of the cos, and you have so many cycles of the sine. Actually, as per this, I should be drawing 99 of this, because this is 99 and that is 1, but I am not showing 99. Yeah, because that's the only thing I do in the class now. So this is the picture of this value. Your sound in the ear in one cycle will vary like that. Is that okay, first of all? That's the mathematical way of drawing the graph. What it means we will see.
So in that part,
सर वो y1 और y2 वाले टर्म्स में एक कांस्टेंट भी आएगा ना जो x और k का मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा.
कहाँ पे? अभी y1 y2 y1 plus y2. I just added up these two. ये दोनों पे ऐड करेंगे. sin c plus sin d क्या होता है? 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2.
y1 में मतलब उस sin वाले इक्वेशन में k और x का एक मल्टीप्लिकेशन टर्म भी आएगा ना ईयर वाला.
अच्छा वो समझ गया. तुम कह रहे हो कि वेव इक्वेशन. मैंने वेव इक्वेशन नहीं लिखा, यही मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना. मैंने वेव इक्वेशन थोड़ी लिखा है, मैंने SHM इक्वेशन लिखा है. क्यों? बिकॉज आई एम नॉट, बट इधर हवा में क्या हो रहा है मुझे नहीं मतलब. मुझे सिर्फ ये मतलब है मेरे कान में क्या हो रहा है. इफ यू आर हियरिंग योर म्यूजिक ईयरफोन, तो तुम तो झूम रहे हो, लोगों को समझ नहीं आ रहा तुम क्यों झूम रहे हो, क्योंकि तुम्हारे कान में कुछ हो रहा है. You only bother about what's happening at your ear, right? Why should I bother about what's happening in the air? Right now I'm speaking, this entire room is, the sound waves are going. But if you have an earphone, सिर्फ तुम्हारे कान में बजेगा. मेरे कान में क्या हो रहा है मैं देखना चाहता हूँ, या किसी के भी कान में क्या हो रहा है वो देखना चाहता हूँ. So two waves are coming. I have not written the wave equation. X term ही नहीं है. What is the wave equation tell you? Everybody's equation. But we are interested in what happens at one point of the wave. One point of the wave is SHM. So I have written the SHM equation.
Yes sir.
Yeah, can I move the left side? So now we need to interpret what is happening here. See, the intensity is supposedly proportional to amplitude square. Okay? So, because we know the formula is half rho omega square a square c, we develop that. So, intensity proportional to amplitude square. In this case, we say intensity is proportional to amplitude square. Now we say intensity proportional to amplitude modulation square. We only look at the outer ones and not the quicker changes. We take the slower changes. Why we do that? Let's see. Okay, let me first plot that. Actually, if you wanted to plot the intensity here, the intensity, according to that, am square will be 4a square cos square 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2t. And you may wonder, like, from proportionality, how come I made it as equality? That's simple, that you just make the define the units in such a way that the proportionality constant becomes 1. I will not be worried about the units anyway. I will only be worried about what is maximum, minimum, not the actual value. So, for example, in mechanics, when you say F equal to ma, is F equal to ma or F proportional to ma?
proportional to
Yeah, the reality is F is proportional to ma, but you define what is 1 Newton as the force which acts on 1 kg to give it 1 meter per second squared. So therefore your k becomes 1. So we never bother about this k equal to 1, we keep saying F equal to ma. That works for us. So like that, let us say I will define it in a way that I equal to am square. I don't want to hang with a proportionality constant. So that's why we say this easier to understand. So I equal to am square. Now what happens is, when you have these faster changes, for a moment forget about this. See, let's see how does our eye operate. In the eye we have this thing called persistence of vision. If two things happen within 1/10 of a second, you do not see them as separate, you see them as one. Our handicap is our blessing, because otherwise we can't enjoy a movie. A movie, there is nothing moving there, it's a PowerPoint presentation, slide after slide. So if you have an action movie, you are showing a punch, one single punch, you have 24 frames per second, maybe 24 slides. So 24 times you shoot this. And if you're actually meant to see the photograph, कि punch को देखो, देखो, एक देखो, ये इसके बाद देखो, उसके बाद देखो, अरे बोर कर रहा है यार, नहीं देखो. So you just one punch, 24 photographs, who is going to see it? But you are shown that in 1 second, so you will see the motion, and then you synchronize it with sound. Dishum. So there is no dishum there. Dishum अलग से दिखाला, फोटो अलग से दिखाया, फास्ट में दिखाया, तो तुम्हें एक्शन दिखता है. काय का एक्शन? कोई एक्शन नहीं है वहाँ पे. Are you getting it? But because when different photographs are shown at fast play, our eye will see them as one, and we enjoy that. If you were able to see different photographs, will you say, why are you showing those photographs fast? You won't see movie there. So we see that as one, persistence of vision. This is there. The same thing we have persistence of hearing also, that quick changes we cannot make. Something simple, something similar. See, there is a flashlight here. How many times per second? It's flashing, you can see that. Okay, here it says 6 hertz at the back, so I can say this is happening 6 times per second. You can't even count it. How will you count? वो क्या बोलोगे? अरे 1 second में 6 गिन सकते हो क्या? नहीं गिन सकते. So, but you can see it is going on and off. Your eye can make out. Okay, let's see. क्या लिखा है? चश्मा खोलो.
22 words.
Hey, can you see still? Yeah, this is reading 22 times per second. Alright? 22 hertz. 100, ऊपर देखो अपने. क्लास में लाइट लगा है ना, वो भी 100 टाइम्स कर रहा है ऐसे ऐसे. दिख रहा है क्या? नहीं दिखेगा, because that is persistence of vision. How is it 100 times? I'll prove you 100 times. Your AC is coming 50 cycles per second. Your AC voltage that we get in India is this 50 hertz. ये mains में जो current आ रहा है वो 50 hertz है. 50 hertz मतलब 50 cycle per second. एक सेकंड में 50 बार. एक साइकिल में कोई चीज 2 बार 0 होती है. झूला 2 बार सेंटर से कट करोगे, राइट? तो अगर 50 साइकिल्स होगा तो 0 कितनी बार होगा? 100 बार होगा. तो 1 सेकंड में 100 बार करंट ऑफ होता है. जो 1 सेकंड में 100 बार ऑफ होता है वो ऑफ है कि ऑन है? अरे यार ऑफ ही होगा. नहीं, ऑन है. Because you don't see the off between the ons. This light is the ultimate disco light. We provided for the class. But you can't see it. That's your problem. So we can't see the faster changes. We can only see the slower changes. Right? Or just giving you another example. See, all of us blink our eyes. If you don't blink your eyes will start watering. When you blink your eyes, the eyes take rest. But if you blink very slowly, your world is off. अरे भाई जाग जा. हाँ बोलो. फिर एक बार blink. नहीं मैं आँख को रेस्ट देता हूँ, आराम से करो. So your world will go off and on. But do you see it like that? Are you not continuously blinking even during the class? Do you somehow have blackouts during the class? Oh, I was blinking, I didn't know. You blink so fast that you don't know the off times during the on times. Isn't it? That's again because of persistence of vision. The 2 photographs before and after the blink stay there, and the darkness between is not interpreted by the brain. So we are also, right now you are demonstrating persistence of vision for yourself. So if like persistence of vision, you have persistence of hearing, these quick changes. अरे हम तो 1/10 बोल रहे हैं, इसका कितना हर्ट्ज है? Or what is the range of the sound frequency you can hear human beings? 20,000. When I said 198, these are on the very lower side. Any frequency can be 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. So in 1 second, how many times? 10,000 times per second. If it changes, what will you make out? You won't make out. But you will make out these are slower compared to that. Because if it's 10,000, this may be some 2, 5, 7, 8. So you can make out that per second, but if it is 10,000 times per second, you cannot make out. Just like that light which was 5 and 25, you were able to make out. But 100 you cannot make out, right on the top. So we don't bother about the quicker changes. We only bother about the slower changes. So I don't talk about this. You understand why the slower cycle has been taken into the amplitude modulation? You must feel it now. What you cannot feel, what is the point in studying that? अंधा ऑप्टिक्स नहीं पड़ता है कि इमेज कहाँ बनेगा, फोकस किधर है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार, दिखता ही नहीं है, किधर नहीं बने मुझे क्या। ऐसे ही ये क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी है, बाहर में क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी, मुझे क्या करना है इसका, मेरे को तो सुनाई नहीं देता है, मुझे ये एक्सपीरियंस होता है इसलिए मैं यही पढ़ूंगा और वही पढ़ रहा हूँ. That is called AM square, amplitude modulation square. So this is the amplitude modulation square. So I'm justifying why AM is AM square. I mean why AM is taken and not the other part. So having said that, so when will the intensity be maximum? Now number of intensity maximas you have per unit time or per second, number of Imax per second, this is what is called as beat frequency. What is beat in Hindi? मारना. नहीं नहीं, हिंदी में ताल ताल संगीत की बात हो रही है. So that's called ताल. ताल से ताल मिला, beat से beat मिला. So that's the beat we're talking about. So when will you get intensity maximas? For Imax, your cos square 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2t, this should be plus 1, or cos of that should be plus minus 1. Is it okay? Whenever this is plus or minus 1, this will happen. This will be plus or minus 1 when pi f1 minus f2t, ये देखो 2 कट गया, will be equal to n pi. A pi pi kata. So this will be true when t is equal to n upon f1 minus f2, or when t equal to 0, 1 by f1 minus f2, 2 by f1 minus f2, etc. At such times you will have intensity maximas. What is the time gap between successive maximas? The time gap between successive maximas will be called the beat time period. The gap is how much? 1 by f1 minus f2. Reciprocal of time period we call as frequency. So what is the frequency of the beats? Reciprocal of this f1 minus f2. If f2 is greater than f1, you will put the other way around. This is a mod value. Okay. This is called beat frequency. The result is pretty simple. But the way we derived it and why we derived it, you can see all that. So in the example I said 198. What will be the beats? 100 minus 98, 2 beats per second. That's all. We don't even say per second, 2 beats bolte hain. So it's actually 2 beats per second. See, किसी भी simplest of ideas, if you have a tabla, you have 2 sides, and you don't do the same thing on both sides. The hand movement itself is different, right? ढोलक दोनों तरफ ऐसे एक ही साथ पीटते हैं. You do something else on both sides. So one is giving F1, the other is giving F2, and you get F1 minus F2 as the beats. You can have more than 2 frequencies. This is the simplest example we have taken.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so how did I become AM square? How is I equal to M?
I is proportional to amplitude square. Is this okay? Are you asking how I is proportional to amplitude square? This is okay?
No, sir, how? Yes, sir.
This is okay. Fine. Now I told you that the faster changes we cannot make out. So when this goes from here and comes back here, you will only feel that it's gone here. So instead of amplitude square, we talk about amplitude modulation square. The faster changes you cannot make out with your ear. You will be able to make out the slower changes. That's why instead of amplitude, we use amplitude modulation. And then I said you remove the proportionality sign, you take the proportionality constant as 1 by suitably defining the units. So therefore I becomes equal to am square, the next step. Yeah, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's take an example. Suppose I have a tuning fork A, which vibrates at 200 Hertz, and another tuning fork B, which vibrates at, we don't know. This gives 5 beats per second. Now, we cannot make out from this. Can we make out what is the frequency of B from this? So there are two possible values because the difference is 5. So either you can have 195 or you can have 205. So that's the first conclusion. That's what you can say. Difference is 5, so we do not know which is higher, but we can say it will be within either 5 more or 5 less. Now many times what we do is we wax A. Suppose I wax A, this implies the frequency of A will go down slightly. Say when you wax something, the frequency, if you wax something, the frequency of that will go down. If you file something, the frequency of it will go up. Wax means you take a wax and apply it on the tuning fork. Okay, so you smear your wax on the tuning fork and play it. The frequency will go down slightly, not drastically. Something similar you must have experienced while in a cycle bell. If you ring a cycle bell, it goes ting ting, and you put your hand on it, it goes tuck tuck. Ting ting becomes tuck tuck. Frequency has gone down. So your hand is like a wax. Is it okay? So when you put wax, the frequency goes down. And the vice versa, if you file it, you file means the nail file. You have a nail cutter, you can sharpen your nails or whatever. So here you file, metal file. If you file it, some scraps of metal will come out of that. So by that you can increase the frequency. You are making the tuning fork slightly thinner. Again, these effects are slight, okay? 200 means 2-4 होगा, ऐसा नहीं कि 50 हो जाएगा, right? Like when you have a haircut, you'll have a weight loss, right? I'm talking about that language. Don't think अच्छा weight loss के लिए सर मुड़ा रहा है. So there is a proportion you have to understand. So in that sense, when you wax it, the frequency will be less. When you file it, the frequency becomes more. So I give you another clue. In this very question, if A is waxed, I'm calling it wax A, and then you play it with B, and we see we get 4 beats per second. So now can you say what will be the frequency of B? So first A and B gave 5 beats, then you wax A, and with B it gives 4 beats per second. So what will be the, so A is 200, so B will be either, let me call it two possibilities, B1, B2. It could be 205 or it could be 195. Now when you wax A, the wax A will be slightly less than 200. So it will be something here. This is the waxed A. So now what do you see? If it was B1, the gap would increase. But the gap has decreased. Because it is not 5, it has not become 6 or 7, it has become 4. It has become less. Therefore, this must be the right answer. That kind of a inference. Okay. So sometimes with this waxing and filing are included in the question. So they make up a question like that. Mostly beats comes as an accessory. You do not do it directly. You bring it out like, for example, let me tell you. Have you taken this? Yeah?
So,
Yeah?
so,
बोलो भाई।
आपने यहाँ पे क्या किया, मतलब समझ में नहीं आया, मतलब वो
क्या 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 किया?
मतलब समझ में नहीं आया।
कौन सा, ये वाली बात?
हाँ हाँ सर।
ट्यूनिंग फोर्क को वैक्स करने से ट्यूनिंग फोर्क का फ्रीक्वेंसी कम होता है, ये बात समझ आ गई?
हाँ सर। हाँ।
और कैसे बढ़ाते हैं ट्यूनिंग फोर्क का फ्रीक्वेंसी?
वो फाइल कर गए।
हाँ, फाइल वो वाला फाइल नहीं है, दूसरा घिसने वाला
हाँ
फाइल
हाँ
अलग
मतलब
है।
हाँ
ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ।
सो पहले ये ए एंड बी क्या कर रहे हैं, 5 बीट्स पर सेकेंड दे रहे हैं। तो ये ब्लू में लिखा है, तो बी का फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगा, या तो 205 होगा या 195 होगा, है कि नहीं?
हाँ सर।
ये बात ठीक है?
हाँ सर।
सो अब हमें ये नहीं पता कि 195 है या 205 है। सो देयर इज अ सेकंड क्लू व्हिच इज गिवन। सेकंड क्लू ये है कि A is waxed and then you play it with B, you get 4 beat per second. So A को वैक्स
Okay,
किया और
okay.
B के साथ किया तो 4 दिया, तो पहले 5 था अभी 4 हो गया, मतलब गैप कम हो गया ना।
हाँ।
ये वैक्स करेंगे तो ये नीचे आएगा, थोड़ा कम, थोड़ा मतलब कितना भी हो सकता है। वैसे इसमें तो मुझे पता है क्या हुआ होगा, 199 हुआ होगा, तभी तो ये 4 हो गया। तो थोड़ा कम हुआ, तो यहाँ पे गैप कम हुआ ना, पहले 5 था अभी 4, अगर ये होता तो 6 होता, मतलब ज्यादा होता ना, 5 से ज्यादा होता गैप।
हाँ सर।
दैट्स ऑल, कहानी
Okay.
हुआ।
ओके सर।
ठीक है। So do I rub it off? Now very often questions on beats are not related to beats, but beat becomes an accessory. Beat को साथ में लेके question बनाते हैं. For example, if I say the second overtone of a sonometer and the second overtone of a closed pipe, they give 2 beats per second. The question is, how do you write this equation? Then you make up, so once we can translate it mathematically, then you can solve it. So some such questions are made. I'm not solving question, I'm saying what is the main part in which the question gets solved. So second overtone of a sonometer. What is second overtone of a sonometer? Give me the formula.
2 pi
3 second overtone में तो 3.
अच्छा second over.
Yeah, if you're hesitant, what it means is you don't remember the formula for open pipe, closed pipe sonometer. Now if you don't remember, I can't help it.
3
All you can do is remember.
3 by 2 pi.
3 by 2L, root 3 by mu. This is the second overtone. A second overtone is third harmonic for a sonometer. And for a closed pipe it is C by 4L, 2N plus 1. So this is second, so 5C by 4L. C by 4L, उसका मतलब 3C फिर 5C. Yeah, is it okay? Now this length may be different. This is the length of the sonometer and this is the length of the closed pipe. This is speed of sound in gases. This is the speed of the tension and mu. Symbols have the usual value, but this is how you put it. मतलब दूसरी चीजें दी होंगी. But when you say this is equal to 2, इसका मतलब क्या है? This minus this equal to what? 2 नहीं. हाँ. ऐसा लिखेंगे. बस यही बात है. This is how beats is put into it. So would you call this beats or not? Depends on what you want to say. So तुम्हें ये formula नहीं पता तो ये beats का problem नहीं है, formula का problem है. So you'll have 2 such equations and you solve it and get it. So usually the beats questions are made up like this. So then other values are given, you substitute and get the answer. And sometimes you'll get 2 answers, one corresponding to plus and the other corresponding to minus. So you should take cases like that and do it. Now let me explore this idea as to if you have more than two frequencies, then what does it mean to say beat frequency? So let's say n minus 1 and n plus 1 hertz. So we have three tuning forks are sounded together. Now they are sounded together and I say what is the beat frequency. So what do we mean by this and how do we get it? So let us explore it fundamentally. So this means at the human ear you will have y1 plus y2 plus y3, which I can rewrite as a sine 2 pi n minus 1t sine 2 pi nt plus sine 2 pi n plus 1t. This is the same approach I am taking which I did fundamentally earlier. A bhar kiya hai. Now to add it up, let me add up these two. So this becomes A. This is what? This is 2 sine 2 pi nt cos 2 pi t. Sum by 2, n minus 1 by plus n plus 1 is 2n by 2 n. Difference is 2 by 2 is 1. So that's it. Plus sine 2 pi nt. We get this. Now here you can take sine 2 pi nt common. So we can rewrite it like this. A into 1 plus 2 cos 2 pi t into sine 2 pi nt. Yeah. 2 cos 2 pi t is here and 1 I put it here. So this is it. Why have I written it like that? That's because you should check out which is the amplitude modulation. See here the frequency is n. Here the frequency is 1. This is the slower one. This plus 1 doesn't matter. This is the oscillation time period. So this is the slower one. Therefore this is the amplitude modulation. We don't bother about this. Is it okay why this has been taken?
Yes, sir.
This is slower. This is faster. Right?
Yes, correct.
So the intensity will be equal to 4 1 plus 2 cos 2 pi t the whole square. Sorry. A square. I've squared the amplitude modulation. Now, to make the graph, I want to make the graph for this. So I want to find out where does the intensity become maximum, minima, etc. So I find out the derivative and put it equal to 0. So if I take our derivative and put it equal to 0, what is the derivative of this? Something square is 2 something, and the derivative of that will be sine 2 pi t and some coefficients. I neglect the coefficients and put it equal to 0. Is it? You get some terms, but I am not interested in the coefficients. These two terms will be equal to 0. Is it okay? When you differentiate, you will get this product to be 0. Differential of this is what? By the way, derivative get 2 into 1 plus 2 cos 2 pi t into minus 2 into 2 pi into sine 2 pi t. ऐसा होगा ना? This into this is 0. ये 2 minus 2 2 pi हटा दो. So I differentiate this and got this as 0. Is it okay?
Yes.
So if this is 0, this means either sine 2 pi t is 0 or 1 plus 2 cos 2 pi t is 0. If sine 2 pi t is 0, 2 pi t equal to n pi or t equal to n by 2 or t equal to 0, half, 1, 3 by 2, etc. And if this is so, this means cos 2 pi t is minus half. What is the principal value for minus half? Cos theta equal to something.
2 and 5 plus
2 and pi plus minus alpha. So what is alpha? पहली बार ये 2 pi by 3 पे होगा ना? Sin 30, cos 30 is half, but you want minus half कब आएगा? 150. 180 minus 30. So 150 is this. 2 pi by Sorry,
120 is half.
120 cos 60 गलत बोल दिया मैंने. Cos 60 is half. So 180 minus 60 is cos 120. 120 is 2 pi by 3. So ये 2 pi काट दो. You get t is equal to n plus minus 1 by 3, which means t is equal to 1 by 3. 0 डालोगे 1 by 3 आएगा. 1 डालोगे 1 minus 1 by 3 2 by 3 आएगा. Okay. फिर 3 by 3 नहीं है, 4 by 3 5 by 3 है, 6 by 3 नहीं है, ऐसा etc. Yes, you get this. पहले यहाँ तक ले लो. Then we'll draw a graph for this. मुझे ये मिटाना पड़ेगा. Now, if I draw the intensity versus time graph, one thing I realize is, see, when this is 0, is this maxima or minima? See, this becomes 0. When this is 0, this will be 0. This must be minima. I'm not doing any mathematical double derivative, etc. Just watch and you can make it out. So this is coming out as 0, so that will be minima. These values are minima values. And let's say put 0 here. You put 0, cos 0 is 1. This is 1 plus 2, 3 square, 9a square. This is maxima. For corresponding to 0, you are getting 9a square. Then corresponding to half, and 1, and 3 by 2, and 2. What do we get? If you put half, this becomes cos pi. Minus 2 plus 1, 1a square. So corresponding to half, you get a square. Corresponding to 1, you will again get cos 2 pi is 1. 9a square. 9 is the maximum. This can have maximum value 9, so this must be maxima. This is also maxima, that's another matter. So like that, corresponding to half, you will have like this, and you will have like that. Then, this is 0, 1 by 3, 2 by 3 are there on either sides of half. Yeah, my scale may be slightly deviated. 4 by 3, 5 by 3. 1 se bada hai 4 by 3. And 5 by 3 is bigger than 3 by 2. So, how do you draw the graph? Start from 9a square and you go to 0. Then you have a small mountain here. And you go like that. Chota pahad, bada pahad. The graph is looking like this. 9a square, a square, 9a square, a square, like that it will come. So, for intensity versus time, we will draw this graph. So, then what does the beat frequency mean? Beat frequency means how many peaks are there within one second. Now, if you say 0 to 1, now you don't know whether to take it as half a peak or a full peak. So, I just put it as 1 by 3 to 4 by 3. Take this is 1 second interval. 1 by 3 is here. 4 by 3 is here. How many peaks can you see in this interval? 1, 2. That's all. So this is 2 beats per second. That's what it means. In an interval, how many peaks do you see? So, I had taken the question beautifully as n minus 1, n plus 1. That itself is giving so much complication. If you take anything in random, well, you can draw it, but why draw it is another question. So you got to use a computer and get the results. But I am telling you what beat mean. So usually, if you enter beats, it becomes complicated. That's why we don't enter it. Usually the questions are not meant like that. Questions will be the easier version where you have difference of beats, sonometer, third overtone, second harmonic, pipe and all that. Well, that's it. And that's what your heartbeat also means. It's giving beats per second. So how many beats per second? This is what the beats mean. The difference of frequency. In an ECG, you can make out you'll have those graphs now in 1 second how many such peaks come. So let's take up this question. There are 2 radio stations which broadcast such that the difference of frequency they have is 1000 hertz. A detector in between receives the two signals at the same amplitude A. Detector detects if the intensity is greater than equal to 2A square. So first part of the question, what is the time gap between successive maximas question number 2, for how much time is the detector idle in each cycle? Time back gap between successive maximas. For how much time is detector idle in each cycle? Yeah, is the question fine? So if I look at the first question, that's nothing but the beat time period, the time gap between successive maxima. It is nothing but the reciprocal of the beat frequency. What is the beat frequency? This is the beat frequency. 10 to the power 3 hertz. Therefore, this answer is 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. Yeah, is it okay? That's the first part of the question. For how much time is the detector idle in each cycle? The second part of the question, let me draw the intensity versus time graph. This is nothing but there are only two frequencies. This is the standard one which we have derived. We had said that intensity is equal to 4A square cos square pi f1 minus f2 by 2t. Yeah? You had derived this. So I am taking it from here. What is the graph of this? This is a cos square cycle. The cos square cycle will start at 4A square and go like this. This is one cycle. Yeah? This is one cycle. What is this time? Suppose I call this scale in 10 power minus 3 seconds. This is 1.
1, yeah.
If this is 0 and 1, this must be 0.5. Yes?
Yes.
But the maximum value is 4A square. This detector detects if it's greater than 2A square. So 2A square, where will you get 2A square? 2A square means at this spot and this spot. I want to know at what time do you get that? What is this time? What is this time? Because during, if I know this time, during this time it is below 2A square, the red part of the graph. This is where the detector is idle. During this time, detector is idle. That's my answer. So now just solve this. So how much is it? 2A square. This will be 2A square. So 2a square is equal to 4a square cos square etc. So that means cos square is half, or cos of that value is 1 by root 2. Yeah, it was plus minus 1 by root 2. So what will be this? So this must be pi by 4 and that must be 3 pi by 4. Isn't it? So the cos of that value. So pi into f1 minus f2t. I think I put out too many 2's here. The 2 this cancels. So this must be pi by 4 or 3 pi by 4. If that be so, so what is the pi gets cancelled everywhere, and t happens to be either 1 upon 4 f1 minus f2 or 3 upon 4 f1 minus f2. So that's it. So that is 0.25 millisecond or 0.75 millisecond. So these values are 0.25 and 0.75. So what is the gap? That's it. So delta t we have found out. Delta t must be 0.5 itself. 0.75 minus 0.25. So 0.5 is the required answer. Millisecond. Second part also I am done. Yes. Yeah, so that's all beats. We'll continue next time. Doppler effect is there. I'm not giving you the homework now because it's included with the Doppler effect. So